Hello. I hope everybody had a good Labor Day weekend. I'm Rebecca Robbins of Beyond Your Comfort Zone Coaching, and I just want to do a little Facebook Live about routines. So, a tragedy happened in our house on Sunday morning when our Keurig died. If anybody knows me, you know that I do not function without coffee in the morning. My husband feared for his life, and I had to spend the first sleepy, uncaffeinated moments of my Sunday morning on the phone with customer service for them to determine that it was dead. So, a quick run to Wawa, which is not very far from my house, to be completely honest with you, and a grumpy phone call to my mom to complain about it. While my poor husband looked for the pour-over coffee filters that I knew I had but could not seem to locate, although they were right in front of my face. I got home. I had my Wawa coffee. I felt a bit better. And my mom called and said, we're going to buy you a Keurig for your anniversary. So off to Costco we went. Keurig was procured, and we came home after taking care of my brother's cat, who was we were cat sitting for the weekend. Proceeded to set up the new Keurig and have some more coffee, but I was off all day. I kept getting in people's way at Costco. I kept getting in my own way, my husband's way. I couldn't focus. I couldn't complete a task. I could barely hold a conversation because my morning routine was completely thrown off. I have a set routine, and it's a little different on the weekends than it is in the morning, where I have a little bit more time on the weekends. But my morning routine goes like this. I get up, I use the restroom, I wash my face, I make coffee, I drink a cup of coffee. During the week, I then get dressed, brush my teeth, pack my lunch, make another cup of coffee, and drink that one on the way to work. On the weekends, I make my second cup of coffee. And, if my husband's up at that time, because for some reason I get up before him almost always, even though I used to sleep in like a champ when I was younger. And then I will sometimes watch something that I've recorded on Hulu or something on Netflix. I'll do something in the house. I'll do some self-development, or I'll work on some business stuff. I'll do some planning because my day job is I'm a teacher, and I'll prep some assignments. And then, kind of the rest of my day starts. But when my routine is thrown off, I'm not as bad as I was when I was a kid, where it would be days, if not a week or so, that I would be completely off. I reset by the next day, but I'm almost useless. And it's important to recognize that and to give yourself grace in those moments. It doesn't help to beat yourself up. It doesn't help to shoulda, woulda, coulda. It doesn't help to compare and despair. But for you to say, all right, my routine got messed up. I'm struggling today. I'm going to do the best I can. I must have apologized to my husband 100 times. I'm so sorry. My routine was so thrown off. I'm sorry I can't focus. But I used to beat myself up. I used to be like, oh, you're smarter than this. You're better than this. Like, it's a little routine. Like, you can't. And I, for days, I would make myself feel like crap for it. But now I'm just like, all right, so today's going to be a struggle. Is there anything we can do to minimize that struggle? And there are some things I can do. I meditate. I do yoga, even if it's a little 10-minute yoga. That'll help me to refocus. I make sure I drink my water. Sorry. Because a hydrated brain is a good brain. I, make sure I'm eating healthier foods that are good for the brain. I try not to do tasks that require really high executive function, organizing, things like that. I'll do things like laundry, emptying the dishwasher. Because even though that is an executive function organized thing, it's muscle memory for me. Like, I know where my clothes go. I know where the dishes go. It's not something that requires thought. Granted, I might stop halfway through emptying the dishwasher and get distracted by another task, but I don't beat myself up. And my husband will be like, everything okay? And I'll just be like, yeah, ADD's ramped up today. Sorry, I've got 18 half-started projects in the house. I'll get them done eventually. He just kind of shakes his head and laughs and goes about his day. But becoming aware of it, let it be communicating with your loved ones, the people you live with, the people you spend a lot of time with. If you're comfortable with it, communicating with people at work so that they know things that, could go on. You don't have to, but, I'm fortunate that I work with a group of people who understand and who get it. And if I'm struggling, I'll say to my supervisor, like, just so you know, ADD's in overdrive today. Might require a little extra assistance. And that's just, how I roll. But if you communicate and communicate before, during, and after, it'll help out your loved ones to deal with it better and to understand what's going on in the moment, so that you have to do less explaining of what's going on. And that's the important part. Hey, Jen, I just saw you're watching. Welcome. Hope you had a good weekend. And that's all I really have for you today. I will... I'm going to start doing lives much more regularly, and I'm finishing up a free course that is I'm really proud of, that I'm going to be getting up. My goal is to have it up by the end of September, written and ready to go. And I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on in my business. This page is going to become a lot more active. I was struggling with what I wanted to do for a while, because I've never done a businessy thing before, and I finally made that decision today, actually, of what direction I was going to go in and what I was going to put my focus on. And it wasn't what I was originally going to do, but it's what's going to be best for me and my family and my business. So look for, keep your eyes out for some more content. Like I said, I'm going to do lives more frequently and on a much more regularly scheduled basis. And I hope to talk to you guys in the future. You can feel free to drop me a message if you have any questions. And also feel free to share this, especially if you know people who struggle with ADD, focusing issues, chemo brain, autism, mom brain, pregnancy brain. These things can help all of this. Although this is kind of ADD focused, a lot of what I do will help people in other avenues also. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.